but he's taking also salary from Saddleback Church. So the church asking him, the Richard Rick Warren sir tell the church that I want to give back 25 years of the salary I got from the church. I wanted to give this back to you, because whatever I learn, whatever I have written in this book, I got from the church. I got from uh, the whatever the church teaches me, whatever the church have transformed me into a new person, that all because of the church. So he returned back his all the salary, and also for the mental illness issue, he he gathered many person who also suffering from mental illness, and also the person who wants to get over it. So he asked the person, like, please share your experience, like share your experience how you get cure from this mental illness. So that, like, for example, everybody, if I said to a person like, you can be Mary Kom, like you can have childrens and play sports as well, but some people before Mary Com have come into highlight, if I said to this to a woman in my house, she will not believe me, like, if I have childrens, how can I play sports? But Mary Com set up a goal, like, you can see her and get inspired to it, you can learn from others mistake. So this basic requirement, sir. So some written books from the purpose driven life, Byron, what great love you. Second one is the Daniel Plan. This is a 40-day book. This will transform from a person to a known person. This is transforming a book in this 40 days. So, another book is of Christmas, The Purpose Driven Life. These are two volumes of the same book. So this one is the essence, the purpose driven life. Let God transform you into a new person, changing the way you question in their mind, like, what is the purpose of my life? So after reading this book, I realized that I was starting from a point. I always started, what is my purpose? What I want from life? What I needed to be happy? But after reading this book, I come to know that it's not about you. It's not about you. Your purpose starts from the other, from the surrounding. Like, after I'm doing Ayurveda, I'm doing bachelor's in Ayurveda right now. I'm in final year. So after I ask question myself, like, what is my purpose? So when I open my eyes, I get raised to this thing that my purpose is to help others by the medication, by all the books I have written. All these things is just to help other. It's all about when somebody get medication from me, somebody will get the help from me, then they will be happy, and that happiness give me happiness. So this all feeling is love. This is not beyond anything, because if we say, like, I love paintings, so painting giving me the happiness, and the happiness get connected to the love. Unless it will get attached to it. If we get attachments, then we get away from the love. So the real spiritual growth is never isolated. So this is the point what I wanted to convey today. Like, if you are doing spirituality, then you cannot say, like, I'm doing meditation, if you cannot convey this to everybody. Like, I am here, I'm explaining this book to you, like, help you to help you. If you are the same introvert person like me, if coming here and giving this session, so you can also come here and share your relations, share your happiness, share your emotions, and how you control it, how you learn from your mistakes, then it will help another person. And so on, this whole world come into the spirituality. So the spiritual growth is never isolated. There is one experiment Dr. Hutch done, that he was thinking about what is the meaning of life. Everyone has this question in their mind, like, what is the meaning of life? So Dr. Hutch write to many philosophers, many scientists, many intellectuals or writers, like he wants the answer. He want to get the answer. So he write this all these things to the philosophers. So the philosopher, some of the philosophers say, I don't know what is the meaning of life. Some of them just rest, or like life is a roller coaster. It has the up and downs, round and round. It's all about that. And some of them written back to the Dr. Hutch, like, I don't know, but you tell me what is the meaning of life. Is it funny? So he the Dr. Hutch got the answer from the philosophers. So in this book, this trust and life is a temporary assignment. These three things, like, how can be life as a test? So life can be as a test. For example, we are giving an examination, and we if up there is a controller of examination too in that examination room. So we are giving a test, and if we have chits, then controller of examination will get angry with us. So don't take the chits. So what I'm trying to say is, life is a test. Like, God is always taking if there is a up and down in situation in your life, then it's just a test. How you pass that test is important. How you get over to it is very important. So life is a test, and don't take cheats means don't get into the attachments, don't get into the wrongful deeds, don't don't just focus on the things that will ruin your life. So life is second one, the life is trust. How important is to trust everybody. Like, this corona time on is also teaching us to trust somebody else. We forgot the surrounding in before this corona period. We all forgotten this surrounding, forgotten our family members. Even we all are busy in our phones. So this is a kind of environment where there is no love, no feelings, no emotions working. So this corona is also teaching us that how to connect with your feelings and your family members, not just the family you are having right now, physical family. I'm also talking about the spiritual family you have. So those spiritually family you get can be connected to that also by doing the meditation, by simply closing your eyes and taking the deep breath to connect with the God. So the third one is, life is a temporary assignment. So what is the meaning that life is a temporary assignment? Is that, like, we come on this earth. So the author says that you come on this earth, it is just a temporary assignment. The actual test is on the heaven. How you can cure, like, for example, in simple words I can say, like, in I have anger in this life. Okay, I have full of I'm living a life with full of anger. Then after a few years I will die. Then again I will go, and my spirit will think that I have to cure this anger in my next life. So I have to take a next life, I have to born again to conquer or to cure this anger from me. So this all comes to, again to me. Okay, so next one is leads to affirmation. Like, life is a test, life is trust, and life is temporary assignment. So The next one thing I want to say is leads to affirmation, promotion, and celebration. What these things are. So when I get from that example only, I can share it with you. Like I have the anger, I born again into this life, and when I get cure from this in the next life, like if I born again, then I will try to control that anger and try to cure that anger from me, take it away. That will affirmates me. That is affirmation. Or if I will able to get away that anger from me, then it will a promotion. So who does not like a promotion? I also want to get promoted. I also wanted to write doctor before my name also, so that also a promotion. And if you are living a um, if you are living a wrongful deed from yourself, you are taking uh, you are saying to yourself like, I don't need anger in my life, so that also means you are getting promoted. And the next one and the last one and my favorite one is celebration. Just celebrate everything. If you realize that you are having the anger, that's a wonderful thing to realize first of all. And after you leaving this, that I wanted to leave this anger from me, then that's will promotion. And last one is celebrate everything. Celebrate every feeling, celebrate every emotion. So next one are the contents of next is the contents of this book. So this book is consist of 40 chapters. There are 40 chapters in this book. So all the chapters are well, some having some essence and having some quotes in it. So I tried to get some quotes that I love the most in these four chapters. So let me share it one by one. So what on earth I'm here for? So this is actually the purpose, that what on earth I am here for. So you can live a life like fully dead life if you are not having that purpose. So suppose there are trees which are planted along with the river bank, so their roots that reach deep into the water. Such trees are not bothered by the heat or worry by the drought or long months. If they are not getting watered, then they will not get depressed or something. So the plants also realize this thing, that not every condition is the same. So somebody is watering them, they their leaves stay green and they go right on producing delicious fruit inside of into your purpose. Like I have a bad situation, how I will conquer it, how will I come from uh, taken away that bad thing from me, and that will make me realize how important is the life is. So first one is you discover your identity. By discovering yourself, you start attaining a, a purity in your life and a clarity that will make you to get you to the another level. So second one is God was thinking of you long before you ever thought about him. So a beautiful line about by the author is that before you get conceived by your mother and father in real life, you are conceived in the mind of the God. You are planned before you come on this earth. So what I'm trying to say is we chooses this life. Like if I was born with such a parents, means they have that uh, genetic makeup to make like me. So our family also con- con- control this and also makes us to understand how important is to realize your purpose is. The purpose of your life fit into a much larger cosmic purpose that God designed for you in the eternity. So in the eternity is the main living where we all wanted to gather at that place in the heaven to realize how important and what are the wrongful and good deeds we have done on the earth. And then again we take the birth. Like I said before, you are not an accident. So I will share one story, a small story. Like, I visited a orphanage, and a girl come to me, like, and she said to me, like, "Dee, your parents are so amazing. Why I'm not having these parents?" At that time I got shocked and stumbled, like I don't have the answer at that time. But after reading this book, I realized that God created everyone, because God does not play a dice. He does not guesses. He does not put everything for a guess, like guess if I have parents, if I have not parents. So God planned everything with his mind, with clarity. So as I, if I again go to that girl and go to that orphanage, then I will have the answer. Like, I will tell that girl that you are strong enough. You are a soul that wants no family, physical family at on the earth to live with. You are a soul to conquer those things which do not require a physical family, physical souls to help you. So God say, the Bible also tell us, not just Bible, also Quran and Gita, it said that God is love. The book in itself written many times, God, 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 in this by this author, in whole book, the God is just the love we are craving for. So God says, I have carried you since you were born. I have taken care of you from your birth. And if you are getting old, your hairs turn gray, I will take care of you as the same I'm doing right now. So it does not matter how you look, how you behave towards him, because there is no condition. When this unconditioned love starts, that means you are reaching towards the God. So next thing is, what drives your life? So there are mainly five things which are written here, like what drives your life. So everybody, driving means uh, somebody's controlling you. Driving means somebody gets you to another level. So these all the five things, like many people are driven by the need of approval. So what is this? So this means, like, if I have chosen this clothes to wear today, so maybe I can ask my mother, like, Mom, shall I wear this or not? It's just an example. Like, everybody in their life need approval, and if that approval dominates you, then it will create attachment and dominancy and dependence on the other person. And if that person is not in your life, then you will not able to achieve your purpose for yourself. You have to alone take that purpose with yourself. So go, if you want to, for example, I have made this slide, like, birds are going towards the love. So if you want to get towards the love, towards the unconditional love, you have to take away all these five things from yourself. So many people are driven by materialism. What is materialism? Like, for example, I have just told you that if I love this cloth, if I'm wearing a jacket, if I got attached to this jacket, that also materialism. Like, I got attached to something that is visible, or something like I got attached to cars. So this will create a detachment from the love. Many people are driven by guilt of their past life. So if we get involved into our past life, how can we create a better world? I want, this is one of the thing I that comes to my heart. Like, we want to create a new earth. This corona teaches us many things. So it also teach us that we have to create a earth where everyone can share their feelings. Everyone can share their emotions with everybody, irrespective of how much money they have, how much good dressing sense they have. So many people are driven by fear of losing somebody. Like, at that time I told you that in 12th standard I got attached to that girl, and when I come to know that she's no more, I felt disheartened. Like, what happened? But After reading this book and after realizing all these things from meditation, that I realized that it's not the girl, the physical body is important. What's important is her soul. The soul want to teach me that this life is for you, and you have to convey this message to everybody who is looking to towards you, like you look towards me. So that fear goes from my life, and I also want you to take away that fear of losing somebody. So many people are driven by resentment and anger. So as I told you, like if you are taking that anger with yourself, then again when you loses this physical body, then again your spirit goes to higher level, and you will again think like I have to born again to detach from this anger. And many people does not understand this psychology, and they take 20 or 21 life to understand this, that we have to take away all these wrongful deeds from us. So the next one is the benefit of purpose driven living. If we have the purpose, then what will gonna change in my life? Then maybe this question comes to your mind that I'm telling you this about this book and how the author explaining everything. So what is the benefit? So knowing the purpose gives meaning to your life. For example, Dr. Berene, do you want to live to be 100 years? So this is the question the doctor asked to his cancer patients. He asked to his cancer patients, like there are few patients who reply to this question like, uh, I don't think I will live more than 2 years or 3 years after this. Or many people said like, I wanted to live for many 100 years after this, after I will get cure from this disease. So those who are saying that I wanted to get cured, I have a trust in the doctor, I got I also wants to get cured. So those patients recovered from their disease so faster. And the person, many of the person who said I will not live more than 2 years or more than a year, so they passed away. So Dr. Berenice said that it's important what's your intellectual, what's your consciousness wants from you, what your consciousness have given you answer from the questions. For example, I have now understand that why I'm in my childhood, I asked my question. I question myself like what I am doing on this earth. So now I have the answer that I am on this earth to help everybody. If I able to help everybody by doing meditation, by helping them in spirituality, by helping them by my ayurveda perspective, like giving them medication and they will get treated, then their happiness will be my happiness. So this purpose, if everybody get to know what actually is the motive of their living, then it will creates a meaning to your life. So second one is knowing your purpose simplifies your life. So as I told you, like materialism, everyone get involved into materialism. So the people, so Henry in his experiment also said that people lives life with quite desperation of getting this thing, that thing, getting one also thing, like if I have more insta followers nowadays, like I have more insta followers, then I will be get more in the highlighted zone, or I will be more happy, you can say. But we don't realize that this happiness is only temporary, it's not something permanent. But today our better description is aimless distraction. So at that time it was quite desperation, and now it's turning into aimless distraction. Like we get distracted from small things in our life. We got distracted from the main path we have to follow for the love. So we got distracted from that in our phone, maybe we get distracted by the by the love we are seeking from everybody. So we don't realize that the love we want is first to love yourself, then it will start getting love with the surrounding. You can love a plant at your house, you can love it, and you will get the love from the plant also, with like maybe in the form of delicious fruits the plant will provides you, and the shadow, under the shadow you can uh, take a sun bath, like type of things. So these all these things will pay you back. Everything is planned with the god, and the god also wants you to get detached from all this materialism things and attached to the love, ultimate love. So the third one thing is knowing your purpose motivates your life. You aren't put on the earth to be re-knowing your purpose prepare you for the eternity. So everything that happens is for the eternity, so made to last forever. This is a beautiful thing you need to understand, that it is made to last forever. These birds are going, when I'm preparing this slide, I just look at these birds like these are going towards the love. And so as I wanted to go towards the love, towards the purity. God had planted you eternity in the human heart. So for example, like if I will do something wrong, if I will slap a girl right now, so my consciousness will kill myself, like what I'm doing right now, is it a good thing or not? So remember this thing, that your consciousness always wants you to do a good thing. If you are doing something wrong, then your consciousness will again and again pinch you and tell you that do it in a right direction. Don't distract yourself. So God had planted that eternity, that purity and clarity in your human heart. So the Bible calls your earthly body, like if you are living in this earth, living on this earth, is it just a tent? And tent are not permanent. These are only temporary, but refers to your future body as a house. House, where is this house? This house is in the heaven. So if you will get away from all this distractions, all these things away, take away from yourself, then you will reach to the ultimate house you wanted to go there for the love, for the purity, for the happiness. So the next one is words to be remembered. So I explained you a few things from the book. Now I want you to learn this five quotes type of things. So the Bible says a pretentious, showy life is an empty life. A plain and simple life is a fulfilled life. Like when I say, like I'm having a smartphone, I'm having iPhone 12 maybe, or some or a phone like having all the features. So my dad used to say like, your phone is okay, but my phone, I can call somebody with my phone, and so can you. So there is no difference. So this all we get involved into the life, showy life, like we shows many things, and the youth getting distracted with that. So they don't understand the simple life is the fulfilled life, the most fulfilled life, when you get away these impurities from yourself, then you comes towards the purity, and you does not need these phones and something else to be happy. You don't need a thing to be happy. So second one is, we don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. So as we are, like if there is a sunset and we are looking at that sunset, so we see that from the right perspective. We don't think, like what else perspective is for that only. We only get involved into ourselves. And so this thing I also told you in the in the starting of the session, that it's not only just about you, it's all about the surrounding. Like if animal kingdom all around us, then it will come back to you in some form, like this pandemic. It also just because of the irresponsibility of the human, so it will come back to you. So just think about somebody else. For example, if you are hurting a plant, think, if you are that plant, what will happening to you at that time? So just don't feel like, if I'm hurting this plant will not again come, it can hit me back. Or so just think like, if I was that plant, how I feel at that time if somebody's pulling my leaves out of me. So the third one is, if you know how to worry, you already know how to meditate. That means, like, if suppose, like, when you start get into when you get into the meditation, you close your eyes, then there are many thoughts comes to your mind. So that thoughts get stumbled in your head, like again repeated thoughts comes to in your head, that will make you worry about the things. So when you learn to get these thoughts stopped, like taking these thoughts away from you, that only the path of meditation. That means there is no difference if I'm closing my eyes and a person that worries a lot is sitting next to me. If he closes his eyes, but you cannot see from outside, like whether I'm meditating or whether I'm worrying. So meditation is just opposite. If we stop worrying, then we get into, if we stop our thoughts and just focus on our breath, then we get into the meditation. So this just a little difference we need to understand. So God does not accept you to be perfect. That I also want to tell you, like, don't feel that this body, if you are a bit fat or you bit thin, don't feel that you are perfect. It all the same. It's all the same. The God love for you never change. For example, if if in this lockdown, if I got fat, and my mother love does not change for me. She loves me as I am. She uh, does not want me to get into a perfect body, or there's nothing things nothing about this perfectness. Nobody needs to be perfect. The only thing we need to understand is to insist on the complete honesty. We need to say the truth, because the truth will get into your heart. If the truth settle down in your heart, then it will leads to the purity and clarity. You don't need to remember things. If you are lying, or you are saying some lie to somebody, then you have to remember that thing, like what I have said to her, because that does not happen in the reality. So the reality is the truth, and truth is the reality. So never goes on that path of telling somebody a lie, that I have these things or I have that things. So bitterness is the greatest barrier. So this thing also important, like if you are saying somebody wrong words, if you are slang somebody, you are having a wrongful intentions in your heart, then how can you reach to that love? How can you get detached from the materialism? Then there will be a bitterness in your heart than in your mouth, and you are saying that wrong words. So stop just saying words continuously. First, think that words in your mind, that what I'm saying, and what will this cause, what will this uh, words will convey to the person I'm saying to. So the last one is, the greatest gift you can give someone is your time. So for example, in Diwali in India, so we thoroughly enjoy festivals. So we there is also a tradition for of giving gifts to somebody. For example, if your grandmother is not living with you and she is living in your village house, so when you go to there and just give her a gift and come back to your home and enjoy, then there is no matter, there's no matter of happiness to her. What happiness to her is actually your time, when you how you spending your time with her, how clearly you want her to be happy, is you need to be helping her with your time. Give her time, give her emotional support. Like I said in the story I have told, like mental illness person. So nowadays this is a highlighted issue, like mental illness is such a kind of thing. Like if somebody has mental illness, nobody focus on curing that. They just only laugh at you, like what how can you have a depression like of thing, how can you have how can you be like a depressed person? So unless you do that, just help him or her to get cure from that mental illness or the sadness present in her heart. So the greatest gift you can give to someone is your time and your love. So thank you. So as I started this book with these birds flying towards the love, towards the care, towards the purity, I end this book with same love, same purity, and same essence that everybody needs to understand. Is the ultimate goal is to achieve that love, that unconditional love. You are having that love with your mother, so you have to be that, you have the same love for your neighbors too. So you have to learn this thing. So as the Patri sir always said, like just put the surrounding as you are. You love yourself, and so have you have to learn the other person also. So thank you so much for joining with us.
Thank you so